This is where it scraped along the concrete barrier. All the product got spilled onto the road and is gone. Except for 2 pellets. But look what's okay, my bike. And this is what I thought was gonna get me, because it kept on tearing through and I could hear it. I thought for sure it was gonna, like I was gonna keep sliding. This is the initial impact of where the truck slammed into me. Windshield shattered.
So how are you and your dog doing?
We're doing fine. I had her checked out and she's not even bruised up. And the paramedics were saying I might feel it a couple days after the accident, but my seatbelt did the trick, so I'm feeling good too.
Just to clarify, were you driving the white box truck?
No. Some people seem to be confused when watching the video, but I was the semi-truck driver in the blue semi with the cameras. I'm the one that did the filming.
Why did the other driver have his arm out the window?
He didn't have a seatbelt on, and guys, if you don't wear seatbelts, that's what happens when an accident occurs. You have to do whatever to stay inside your vehicle. So his only option was to stick his arm out and literally hold himself inside his vehicle. Otherwise, he would have come flying out.
Why were you in the U-Haul truck after the accident?
So a semi-truck has a sleeper and like a little apartment for a long-haul driver. So I live in that truck when I'm on the road, because I go on the road for several weeks, sometimes at a time. I had to move all of my stuff out of it after the wreck, so the U-Haul did the trick.
Why wasn't the dog secured in the truck?
When I first started driving 7 years ago, I did use a strap for her, like a seatbelt strap. She hated it. She loves to have the freedom of going to the window and watching things go by, going to the bed and taking a nap when I'm driving. I drive for many hours at a time. So not only does she hate it, but during a wreck like that, everything inside the truck becomes a missile, and it would have hit her. Just like my cupboard doors were flying off the hinges. And I'm glad she was able to use her reflexes and get away from all that stuff.
Do you have any comments on all the people who pulled over to help?
They were very helpful, very friendly. I would say if you have the opportunity to be a good Samaritan like that, be very careful. Make sure you are focused on your own safety, because some of these guys were jumping across lanes in order to get to me. I would say be very mindful of how dangerous that can be.
Are you going to get back on the road?
Absolutely. Because of how clear the footage was, it's very evident the accident was not my fault, and insurance is going to foot the bill for a new truck.